guys, and welcome to another episode of Meet, a genetic survival game. And in the last episode, we have discovered that Sunspot and Lala are actually conspiring together to actually have a child so they can try to appease their father, Adam. Adam has been desperately wanting to have a child that looks exactly like him, and we're hoping that they can actually have a child before he passes away that looks like him. And Neuroduke over here is going to be ended on this little secret of theirs because he's going to claim that it is his child so that Lala and Sunspot don't get in trouble for, I guess, the forbidden thing called incest. Adam right now is actually with his wife and his mates, Eve. She's going to have their last child. They are indeed getting incredibly old, and they don't want to burden the pack with another child that's their own. They do want their children to have their own kids so they can be grandparents. Unfortunately, they're going to be too old to actually meet them, and it's kind of sad when you think about it. I should have done this a little bit earlier, actually having them breed, but honestly, this is just how it's going to be. Maybe when they have the last child, Adam's gonna spend some time with it, and then hopefully kind of go up north to see what Neuroduke and Lala and Sunspot are up to. And he won't find out. Hopefully, I guess Neuroduke is just grateful that Lala had found him and that given him opportunity to actually be a part of their pack and actually not have to steal food from them anymore. He felt very terrible about that. So we're just gonna kind of go on the next day and kind of focus on. Actually, let's focus on Lala and Sunspot and see what their baby is gonna be. Hopefully we can see past all this grass. Okay, cross your fingers, guys, and hope that this is gonna look like Adam. Oh no, it looks like Eve. It looks exactly like Eve. Oh my goodness. Wow, that did not come out how you planned. Oh my goodness. They had a mushroom baby. What? Their last child looks like a little mushroom, like, oh my, it reminds me of the like a toadstool. Oh my god, that's what his name's gonna be. His name's gonna be Toadstool. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry, but like, that's what his name is, Toadstool. I think I spelled that right. If not, oh well, that's his name, Toadstool. Oh my god, Toadstool. Let's see his genetics. He does not have the webbed hind legs, which is good. He does have good eyes. He has high fertility. He does not have the home immunity gene. But honestly, this is so cool. Like, they're probably so proud of each other just to have at least one amazing looking child. He is unique, honestly, out of all of them. Despite Cocoa Strawberry being pretty vibrant in color and I guess look, because he had a twin, Kirkir, and that's just kind of what happens. But this is just absolutely insane, though. I did not honestly expect to have a red spotted baby in the nest. Oh my god, this is just amazing. But Adam is going to be passing away in the next couple of days, and he has to pick a child. And honestly, he's going to venture up north to his firstborn child and let her know that that she's going to be the heir, because honestly, he really wants to make sure that they have the home immunity gene. Hopefully her stripes will come out in the end, but he's just gonna come and visit her, explain to her that is what his decision is, and I guess he can get somebody to come up here to help him guide him through all this grass because it's kind of hard to see past it. We want to get him there before it's too late, and I guess he can finally meet his, I guess, first grandchild. He's gonna think it's from Neuroduke because that's what Neuroduke's gonna tell him, but he's finally meeting his first grandchild, who is Mir Ori. We're gonna change her name, so Lala kept her name from her father that he gave her directly, I guess the old names, but Sunspot is going to be, I don't know, she might want to keep this name so it can kind of be like, you know, this is the name of her first child. I guess the first child of every baby will keep what the game generates as a little kind of momentum as to what the game is saying. And I guess Adam is going to be a little happy because it kind of reminds him of his mate Eve, who looks, I mean, she looks straight up like Eve, honestly. Just look at that. Except she doesn't have the webbed hind legs, but still, it looks crazy though. Straight up. But if only she had like the nimble fingers, but still, it looks exactly like her by coat pattern. And honestly, he's gonna give Neuroduke his blessing, saying that you have given him a healthy grandchild, though he does not know exactly the situation between him and his son and his daughter. So we're just gonna have them move out the nest, and they're just kind of collect up all the grass so that it's more safer for their child, the newborn child. Though little does Adam know. But man, this is just some scandalous over here. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get a better view of the family. This is just crazy. Hopefully we can clear out some grass and stuff like that. But honestly, this is gonna be kind of the second to last day. I guess Eve is going to ask her daughter Milala to watch over Toadstool so she can hop along to hopefully find their mate so they can actually stay together and die in peace. I hope we can get them to kind of sit by this rock and claim this as a little gravestone for them. A little depressing, but honestly that's kind of what they're gonna say to their kids, that remember this rock, don't destroy it, this is where we're gonna be passing on for the future. And honestly they're gonna explain to his daughter that he is indeed passing on the bluebird feathers to her, so that she will have the duty of being alpha. So we're gonna change her ring to alpha, and she will be the one to kind of go on into the future, so she can actually bring her bluebird feathers as proof to Adam's old family to let them know that she is the descendant of Adam, and that they finally got him back home technically. So if only we actually had like a white gem, we would be able to carry at least some bones. I think that would be something he would actually let Neuroduke if he can actually bring back his bones, at least some of his bones, back to his home island. He's gonna obviously ask if he can bring as well Eve's bones, because he doesn't want to leave his mate's bones behind, and hopefully to find a rock at his own home island and hopefully place him back there so he can actually finally officially be back home. So I guess in the end then, technically the unique gem in the middle will be, I guess, some sort of color. We'll pick that in a bit. So he's going to understand that, though he's going to be very full of guilt. Poor Neuroduke is going to be filled with guilt because he is obviously not the father, but he has been tasked with this great burden. And with Lala is so near to this, she's going to hear that and she's going to say, you know what, Neuroduke, I'm going to give this opportunity to you to have a child with me, because she feels guilty hearing that her father's asking Neuroduke to actually help pass on his bones back to the home island. So I guess the generations of Neuroduke will be the children who carry on Adam's bones, which is kind of something kind of creepy to think, but honestly a cool thing, and I guess a great honor, honestly, to ask the oldest member of the pack to actually pass on his bones. So that's kind of cool in a way. But we are going to get them to, I guess, lay rest. Their souls will be by this rock, and hopefully that will be it. But they have enough time to actually make it to the end. So I guess the last turns will be Minlala's, and she's gonna collect all the berries that she possibly can, because this pack is getting pretty big, you know? It's getting pretty big, and she wants to make sure that she can feed the family and feed her new little baby brother Toadstool. So we're gonna kind of go on with the day, and we're just gonna kind of watch out for the family, see if we can watch over the family. Let's take a quick sniff around. There are a couple moles nearby we can actually attack. Did this mole come back? No, he did not come back. Anything bad in the area? Not so much. So we're just gonna kind of go over here, and then I guess they're ask Simba to move out the way. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. So I guess Eve can come over here and stand by this rock and say that this is where she's gonna be buried. Adam can come over here, and I guess they can collect the grass around the area and kind of say to their children, this is what we're gonna be passing on. And it's kind of sad. Adam and Eve, they've always been with us throughout the entire game, and it's kind of sad to see them finally go. So Simba's gonna kind of sit by his father, kind of listen to the stories of the old ways, how he used to be on his original home island, and it's just kind of sad to watch him pass on. And they honestly didn't have enough time to even meet their youngest son Toadstool. They're kind of just so worried about trying to pass on these bluebird feathers to their daughter Lala, so that they know that this is the mission that she has for the future. And let's actually take a look. So I guess, for the sake of it, yellow is the closest color to white. So I guess we're gonna put her gem back to green, and I guess he's going to have yellow on the outsides of his gems as the person who's going to be bearing Adam and Eve's bones. So I guess each gem will represent Adam and Eve as their bones that he has to carry on, and he will pass on the bones to his children and let them know that the greatest leaders of the pack, the ones who were actually okay with having him in the pack and gave him a chance to live, asked him to carry his bones to the new island. So he's going to collect his food for trying to keep up the image that he is the father of Miro. Her name it's called Mikor. Yeah, I really want to change her name, but we're going to keep it that way. I have no idea how to pronounce her name, but we're hoping that in the future, Lala and Sunspot can have a baby that looks somewhat like Adam, so she can pick that child as the predecessor of, to carry on the bluebird feathers. So we're just going to kind of try to collect as much food. Ooh, she's able to actually do it. and she's gonna try to teach her daughter the ways of, or teach her the stories and tell her how her father was taken from the family, his original family. So we're gonna go on. Is there any more moves we can do? Yes, there's plenty of moves. So we're gonna take Malala and continue collecting berries. I guess she's gonna take Toadstool to move him a little farther out so she can come over here and collect the berries on this bush. She wants to make sure he's nearby because I think he only has 1 gem, and that is concerned because Adam always told his children to make sure that a baby is not left behind by himself, that an adult has to be near him 24/7 until he gets the 2nd gem, or else a blue owl will come and take him away, and then he does not want that because that is something that he is kind of absolutely terrified of because that's what happened to him. We're gonna get Cake here to continue collecting his nuts, supplying with his family, trying to get these reserves pretty deep. And I guess the only move we have left is to get their daughter to move out the nest, and hopefully get Eve to move into the nest to prepare for their next child. So we're gonna kind of move on to the day and say goodbye to our eldest members of the pack, Adam and Eve. Goodbye, you old friends. Oh, this is so sad. Now their bones are just gonna, I guess they brought the rain, so I guess it's their souls kind of like brought in the rain. It's kind of sad. So like she said, she's gonna keep her promise and let Neuroduke know that he is getting pretty old. He has 4 days left and you can at least have 1 child. Cross your fingers that this child is completely healthy, because this child will be the one to hold and carry the bones of Adam and Eve. Obviously they're over here. I have to go over there and collect him. Hopefully he can have enough time to explain to his child the situation that he's in and how much this is an honor for him and the family. So we're gonna kind of collect food. He's going to kind of try to collect as much food for his first and only child. I guess Sunspot understands the circumstances and he's gonna kind of let this slide, even though he's probably a little jealous. He has formed some sort of bond with his sister, though the family don't understand. And I guess Simba's kind of almost a witness to, I guess, technically the first child of Neuroduke's, but he doesn't know it. He obviously thinks that Miracle is the first child of him, but obviously it's not the case. They don't understand what she feels. He doesn't understand why his sister feels a bit guilty about this. But he's just gonna kind of he's not really gonna be into trying to figure out the situation because he's in mourning over his loss of his parents. And honestly, Coco Strawberry, I love you. I hope to get you to have some children soon. But honestly, everyone is just going to kind of go on with their duties to collect as much food as possible, because that's all they can really do, because there isn't much for them to do because their leaders of the pack have passed on. And now it's going to be up to Lala to continue on their journey. She will let them know that she wants to have a couple more children before they go on to the next island. Let's actually count how many are there on this island. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 10 members can actually go on to this journey. So she's gonna have this last child, and they're all gonna try and move on to the next island, honestly. So let's actually go on to the next day. Let's focus on Lala and see what Neuroduke and Lala's first child is gonna be. Cross your fingers. Ooh. She does have the deformed paw, but that is a very beautiful coat, honestly. So she has short-sighted eyes. She does have the deformed paw. She has a beautiful coat. Oh my goodness. She does have low fertility, but she's honestly a very healthy baby. She does have the home immunity gene, and that's something that her own child, that the child that she had with Sunspot, didn't have. That is just absolutely crazy. I guess. Wow, she almost looks like a little mouse. We're gonna call her that. We're gonna call her Mouse. We're gonna call her Mouse. That is honestly, she's just so cute, Mouse. And I guess we're gonna name them animal names. So honestly, she's just so cute, little gray mouse. Oh my goodness. I guess in her traits, we officially know what we're gonna do with her. We're gonna put in the runner's legs. Her future children won't have the deformed paw. And I guess she's absolutely alarmed at how adorable this Oh my god, wait. She has the swimming tail. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Mouse has a swimming tail. It's a swimming mouse. Oh my god, that's so cute though. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I really do want Neuroduke to have at least one more child, so we're gonna get her out the nest. They're gonna breed, and I guess she's gonna explain to the pack that we need to start moving towards the north. We're gonna check on the moles and see which direction they're facing so we can actually start collecting up more food. We're gonna ask to see if our warriors and stuff like that can start destroying their little bushes so they can start getting out of the area. Though I don't think Kirkir is gonna like the thought of leaving his tree, but he's going to listen to their new leader and kind of move on. We're gonna collect as much food as we can, or we're just gonna kind of mosey on. We're trying to get Kirkir to come on the next turn so he doesn't get left behind in the darkness, but we're just gonna kind of collect as much stuff as we possibly can while we're here. So, oh my goodness, this is just so odd that this their child is so adorable. Like, oh my goodness. So I guess Neuroduke is actually gonna come over here, officially collect the bones, and then hopefully they can collect the bones before they actually go on to the new area. So let's check again to see where these moles are facing. I think their daughter can come over here and swipe up this mole so that she can collect in the next turn, unless her mother wants to come over here and collect it for her. And I guess we're gonna try and let Sunspot try to destroy this bush so that he can collect as much berries as he possibly can, while he watches over, I guess, his, not really stepdaughter, but I guess another heir to a certain task that his father had given. And honestly, he's never really gotten the chance to mourn for his family because he's been so focused on his daughter and his mate and trying to keep the secret that they have together. A little mischievous bunch, but honestly, that is what it is. So let's just kind of go on to the next turn because there isn't much we can do. Let's check the area to see if there's nothing bad in the area. No, there are bunnies and moles we can collect. There is a bunny over here. We're gonna have to wait for him to come back because he's obviously taking too much time. Oh shit! Well, that happened. Well, we're just gonna ignore the fact that that happened. Wow, their child can be sick. This is just great. My bad. That happened. That happened in front of Toadstool. Toadstool doesn't understand what just happened. Like, excuse me, what just happened? And Coco Strawberry, you need to have a child soon before your good genetics go away. He's just gonna tell Toadstool to kind of mosey on towards the pack and kind of explain what happened. And I guess these two had something going on and they just didn't know about it. She's kind of been by his side the entire time because she's been kind of by this berry bush while he's been kind of collecting up all these acorns. So Kirkir and Manala have some sort of thing going on for each other, apparently. I didn't know this, but I guess, you know, the game plays and stuff, you know what I mean? I guess the thing we're really going to be concerned about is the fact that they both have the B genetic. That will be a possibility for her to have a sick child. But besides that, I guess we could take a look in their genetics and see if we can play around to see if we can actually pull out any Hindu genetics. So for them, they have the old names, but we're gonna see. Let's just see what we can possibly pull out from their genetics that I would like to see. Let's honestly pull out some, I guess, more colorful genetics. They are honestly a colorful bunch, and hopefully they can have some really cute babies. I guess we want to pull out the masks. I think I kind of like the mask the way it looks. Where is the mask? Let's pull out the mask. And I guess the next thing they can pull out from the genetics is do we even have the nimble fingers in our genetics trait chart? Yes, we do. So I guess we can focus on their line being the gatherer's line because she was so focused on collecting berries and trying to provide food with the family, and he was also trying to focus on collecting nuts. So I guess their little line will be the line of collecting food, and I guess the gatherers. So the children will be focused on having the berry paw, or the nimble fingers as they call it, on hers. I guess we can try to put the same thing. Let's see. Anything interesting in her traits that we want to take a quick look at? She has the possibility for having green eyes. They both do, so I guess we can kind of try and pull that out as well. It'll be kind of nice to see their children have green eyes because that's symbolism as herbs and greens and kind of collecting and gathering food. And I guess the next thing we can focus on is possibly, I mean, there's nothing else really to be concerned about except for the whole fact that their child could possibly be sick. It's kind of sad, honestly. Wow. Honestly, I think we're going to leave that trait open and just kind of hope for green eyes. So hopefully on the next turn, we'll get them kind of moving along. I guess Coco Strawberry's going to stay behind to hopefully light the path for them to come in so they won't get separated. And I guess Neuroduke is going to kind of chill here and collect up the bones. It is a hard task for him considering he only has one paw. But I guess it's kind of the task he's given himself. honestly. But he's honored to do it, honestly. So we're just gonna kind of let him collect up the bones of Adam and Eve so he can actually pass it down to his daughter, Mouse, the only daughter he's had. So hopefully he make it back in time to give them the bones, or actually hopefully pass the bones on to Lala so she can carry it to them, so she can carry it to Mouse on hopes. So yeah, he'll ask Lala to carry it and hopefully give it to his daughter or his other daughter, depending which one. I guess honestly he'll really depend on trying to give it to Mouse because that's his only daughter he's actually met, unless we actually let Eve have a child. But honestly, then someone will get left behind. I guess that's the best thing we can do. Neuroduke will be, I guess she'll have a baby when he passes away, because honestly that is what's gonna happen, because we don't have a lot of, honestly it's too far away to wait for him to have a child, or to wait for him to, what, Tori, what? These two are too far away for them to get out of here in time, so he's gonna pass away regardless, and he's going to, she might as well have her next baby so he can actually meet his last child that he is letting him have. I guess everyone else won't understand the situation, but it's their little secret that they have over here. Though they obviously, the pack is a bit alarmed for Kira and Minala to have a baby because they're, you know, brothers and sisters. But honestly, the thing is taboo, because if their baby does come out sick, the pack will officially name incest as taboo, because that's what's happened. We're gonna kind of go on to the next turn and kind of get everyone out of the way. Wow, this is just some interesting, you know, this is just crazy. We're gonna get Kira out of here. Let's get them straight out of here. Let's forget about collecting food because we don't have time for it. And I guess finally Neuroduke has officially collected all of the bones, and he's going to explain to his daughter and his temporary mate about the situation, that he is too old to carry on. He's going to ask Lala to carry on these bones until Mouse or his next child will be, you know, fit enough. So I guess we're gonna let Eve have her, I guess, last child with Neuroduke, so he can finally meet the baby before he passes away, and she will pick on with which child she assumes will be the best to actually carry on the bones. So I guess, yeah, this is his last day. There's nothing much we can do. But while we're doing this, we might as well help everyone else kind of move on to get us out of here as quick as possible. Cocoa Strawberry, we can forget about your berries, and let's just get everyone out of here as soon as possible. Uh-oh. What's that sound? Okay, different. I don't want that squishy. Whoa! 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 Time's up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Someone, oh my goodness, we're gonna have to destroy Eve's, oh my god, we're gonna have to destroy Lala's nest and explain to him that he can't see his child because they have a new member of the pack to bring in. And he would honestly understand, because he's been in that situation where they had to actually let him in, and he would oh my goodness, this is absolutely sad. He's never gonna meet his last child. We're gonna greet her, we're gonna bring her into the next pack, and we're gonna actually have to destroy this nest. She can't have her baby because there won't be enough room for our, I guess, little Renasi to actually join the pack. This is actually kind of sad. She doesn't have the greatest genetics. Well, she doesn't have, she has low fertility, which is not the greatest, and she also has hemophilia. A lot of things are wrong with her, but we're gonna actually keep her because she's actually very pretty, honestly. But this is actually kind of sad. He's never gonna meet his last child, and we're actually gonna have to hurry up and move on to the next island before it's too late. We're gonna ask her to actually get onto the ports to make it available for anyone who is able to actually get to the ports now. Let's get their daughter Mouse to come over here. I think she's too young to just understand and see the situation that's about to fall upon her father. Man, this is just sad. It's just so sad that this is the situation. Didn't expect this to come out the way it came out, but it kind of just has. Minala is gonna try to hurry up and catch up with her mate, who is indeed falling behind actually, and we're just kind of gonna wait on and see what happens. We're gonna say goodbye to Neuroduke, and then E, or Lala, I keep calling her E, will pick up his colored gem as the bones of her two parents. Wow, that is something absolutely just terrifying. So her gem will turn to the color yellow as a signifying that she is carrying the bones. And we're gonna get her onto the patch of land as quick as they possibly can before it's too late. Let's get Sunspot to come into the head of the family. And then we're gonna kind of, yes, just kind of do this. There we are. And I guess they're gonna collect as much food as they possibly can. And honestly, we're gonna go on to the next island. Let's go. Let's ask Sunspot to actually carry on the family tradition. Yes, so I'll see you guys when we go on to the next island. Okay guys, so we actually got into the new island, and honestly, let's take a quick look to see what is available. Wow, this island is actually pretty big. So it seems that we have a couple of savannah ports over here. It seems that we also have some over here, but not a lot. So I guess our main goal will be to come up here, collect these savannah ports, because I believe that will help open up some new traits. I'm not sure if they're actually officially savannah ports, but we're gonna see it because the coloration of the grass is a little weird. But honestly, it's kind of weird that the little pathways are sectioned off. A little interesting, but they're gonna have to work their way towards that. I guess the best one to go to would be this one because it's not too much of a gap for them to kind of cross around. This one will be more of a harder task, but I guess they'll kind of focus on this one. Not too bad, but they're gonna kind of do that. Is this over here one? No, it's not. But honestly, that is going to be it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you guys did, please hit the like button down below, and all likes and comments would be much appreciated. And I hope you guys are enjoying this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying my channel, and if you guys are, please subscribe. With all that being said, you guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, homie.